This conference will now be recorded.
Can you all hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, like, please be very interactive with me. Don't be quiet. Keep responding me. Okay. If you have any doubts or any questions, please ask. Okay. So, can we continue the session? This is going to be our second class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll work with an Excel. So you can try working with me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Okay, there won't be any problem. You can work with me simultaneously when I'm working on it. First, when I'm doing a shortcut keys or all those things, you can wait for that. But when I'm starting with the practicals like calculations or formatting something else, then you can work along with me. So now we will start with an Excel. Okay, let me share my screen first. Fine. Now what we will do, we will just proceed with the session. Open an Excel file. So I have last class I've given you some information saying that what it works, what it doesn't have, all those things. Now the only thing which I told you was the screen elements, which is related to the Excel file. Then I told you about this quick access toolbar, the name of the file. Now we are supposed to do with this minimize, maximize, and close. Minimize, maximize, and close. So usually we use a mouse cursor to minimize, maximize, and close. So I'm going to give you the shortcut keys, how you will minimize and maximize it. Okay, to minimize and maximize, I'll give you a different shortcut keys. First one, to minimize, you can use Windows M. Windows M. There is a Windows symbol and M you can press, and to maximize it, Windows Shift M. Windows Shift M you can use. Okay, I'm showing you once again. Windows M to minimize, Windows Shift M to maximize. So Windows logo, Windows plus Shift plus M. This is going to be a shortcut. Okay. Is this the only shortcut key we will use? No, we will use the other shortcut key also. Windows down arrow key, right? Windows down arrow key. This is also you can use Windows down arrow key. This is minimizing only a certain level. In order to minimize completely, again press one more down arrow key. Completely it will minimize. If you want to maximize it, if you want to maximize it, there is, since we have minimized 2 times with the Windows down arrow key, it won't work when you're maximizing it. So I'll use here Alt Tab to open the window. Now if I press Windows up arrow key, it will work. But at the same time, Windows down arrow key, Windows up arrow key, once it will work. But when we are minimizing this Windows down arrow key and completely minimizing again, and when I'm trying to open this, this will not allow me to do. So I'll be using here Alt Tab, or you can use the other keys which I suggested you in the first one, like Windows M or Windows Shift M. Okay, so here I'm going to use the another shortcut key, which is going to be Windows with page up. That is, this is going to be page down because we are minimizing. And the next one for maximizing, we will be using page up. Okay, then the third one, you can try this also. Windows D, right? Windows D to minimize. Again the same key, Windows D to maximize. Windows D to minimize. The same key is also used for maximize also. Okay, so let's see here the screen how it is working. So I have given you 3 keys how you can minimize, maximize. So whichever you will be feeling comfortable in order to use, that you can use it. Okay, these are the 3 things. So I'm highlighting this, minimize and maximize. Okay, the next one is close. We will go for the close. So in order to close this, you can click on this, but I'll tell you 2 things. First, let me save this file, or without saving also if I'm closing. So this working area, only if I'm closing this working area, there is 1 key. And if I have to close the entire file, there is another shortcut key. So what we have to do is, okay, once again. So only to minimize this work area, 1 shortcut key, and to close the entire screen, we will use another key. So here I'm going to use Windows Control D. Sorry, Windows D to close this. See, I'm just using this Windows. Mm, Windows D is okay. Then again Control D, then Alt D. See, sorry, it is not. It is Control W. Control W is to close the screen, close the working space. Okay, Control W is used for closing, but which one you will be closing? You will be closing the working area. Working area. And the next one is, see, Control W if I press, it is asking me to save the file. So this file, I'll save it on a desktop. Let me save your desktop. So I'll give you as data visualization MCC. Okay, so this I'm giving, and let me save this. I have saved. See, I have given a saved, but see here the work area is being closed because I have closed this file. Again, if I have to open, go to the file. You have the recent file list. From here, select the file. Your file will be opened. What if again I do? Again, I'm doing Windows W. Sorry, Control W. It is Control W. Okay, then after that, to close the entire file, I can use Alt F4. Alt F4 will close the entire file, so you can close like this. Again, to open, I'm just using this. Okay, you can open a file. So Alt plus F4 is used for closing entire file.
Excuse me, ma'am, I can't see your screen.
I'm sharing it again. How about now?
Yes, ma'am, I can now. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, these are the keys. So close, minimize, maximize. These things which we have here. And this option, file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, all the options. We don't say this as options, we call it as tabs. We call it as tabs. Okay, these are the files which is called as tabs. And next one, and below this home tab, insert tab, page layout, all these tabs, you see certain options. All these options together, we will be calling it as ribbons. Okay, we have option tabs, and below the tabs we have something called as ribbons. Then next one, see, if you observe in the ribbons, each and every options, they are not given together. They have made a partition. There is one line drawn in between few options. So collection of set of options is available. Again a line is drawn. Again there is another few options and line is been drawn. And if you see, they have also given a name, clipboard, font, alignment, number, styles, like this. There are some certain options is been given. So what we will do, we call this ribbons, but this set of options with the partition which is done and given a name, we call it as group. Clipboard group, font group, alignment group, number group, styles group, cell group, editing. So we call it as group. And then the next one, if you see here, there is some drop down option. So what is this? I have a cut, copy, paste, format painter. If I click on this, it says some other options. Okay, fine. Here I have some options. Again, I'll click on this drop down. Now can you see here, font, the font style, font things, and here there are few options which is not available. You strike through, subscript, superscript. The other options is also given. Might be the options which we are not using regularly is given here. Okay, so this is called as launch button. You can call it as launch button, or you can also call it as dialog launcher. Okay, we can call this as dialog launcher, or you can call it as launch button. Okay, dialog launcher or launch button, anything you can say. Next one, after this you have a option here, this place, F5, the place where my cursor is. If I'm placing here, if I'm placing my cursor here, it says as name box. Okay, so the place where I have this, okay, the place where the cell address is being displayed, name box. So this displays the cell address wherever the place I'm going, it will show me. Suppose this cell, I'm going to give a name for the cell. So this cell is having an option, or this entire thing, I will see, let's copy this name. Okay, I'm copying this, minimize. Then I'm giving this, I'm not creating a table, but for this selected range I will give here name as minimize. Okay, and again I will copy this and select this entire range. For this range, I'll give a name as maximize. Then again, I'm selecting this. Okay, before that, let me copy this. Then I'm selecting this, copy. And now, sorry. So after copying, so after selecting this particular range, I'll go here and I'll say here as close. Okay, now see, when I'm selecting somewhere else, the here, wherever I'm selecting, that cell address is been displayed. Even here where have type, but if I'm selecting individual cells, it says the cell address. But when I'm selecting this range, see, minimize, I'm selecting this, so maximize, I'm selecting here, so it is, see, it is close. Suppose I am into some other place, say, consider, I'll just go with control shift down arrow key. I am here, end of the sheet, I want to go to the place minimize. So what I will do, I have this drop down, go for this minimize, it will take you here. Even if you are in some other sheets also, since you have given a range name, even we can create a table name. So table name we will see later. Now since we have just created a range name, I'll click on this minimal. So it is coming here. Do you want to try this, giving a name for the range? Girls, response me. See, if you don't respond, then I just need to keep continuing. Sorry? Frit, did you say something?
Can you please again? Can you please explain it again?
Okay, fine. So suppose I am typing here few things. Okay, so there is some details we will be typing. I will be selecting here from D7. Okay, from D7 to I'm selecting till D12. D7 to D11. If you see the selected range, if you see the selected range, what happens? This range has been selected. For this selected range, I will give a name as font. And if you want to give a two words, you cannot give a space. Instead of space, you have to use underscore. So I'm going to give a name here as group. Font group. I press enter. Now see there is a name. Suppose see I am somewhere else. I just want to select the font group. When I click on this, see automatically the range where I have selected it is going there. Right? So wherever you want to give a name for any one particular cell or particular range, you can select and give it in a name box. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you try this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, try. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just finish it fast. Is it done? Have you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue then. See,
Yes,
keep
ma'am.
responding me. Fine. So now the next option here is this place. This place is called as formula bar. Whatever I type in a cell or if I'm typing here, it will also appear in a cell. So the inactive cell, it will display this. So what is active cell? I've already told you in a yesterday's session. So this is wherever you have a cursor, that is the selected cell is called as an active cell. So formula bar. Formula bar will display the content whatever you are typing. Okay, and and there is something called as editing. Okay, editing. Editing means if I need to edit a cell, if I need to edit a cell, how will I edit a cell? Okay, so say example, first one, I'm typing here something 123, and I'm typing here 451, and I'm typing something else here. Now what I want to make some changes in this cell. So I will double click here in order to make the changes, double click. So then you will make the changes and then you can continue. So to edit the cell, first step what we did is double click, right? Double click into the cell. Then the next one, the next option, you can click in this formula bar and start typing here. So what you will do, click into the formula bar. And then the last one, you can use a shortcut key F2, F2, okay, F2 to edit the cell. This also you can do. These are the process how you will be using for editing a cell. So in font group, these are the things I have used. So we have given a name. So to edit a cell, these are the options you can use it. Okay, these are the options you can use it. So then after that, I have told you this is vertical one, we call it as column. Horizontal one, we call it as rows. The number of rows, number of columns, this information I've given to you. And the next option what I have is the scroll button. Fine. So whenever we are opening an Excel, the view mode, by default the view mode will be here, normal view mode. If you see here, the view mode is normal. And the next one is page layout, how the content or how much content will be printed in each page. The same thing you can also see in preview also, page break preview. So this is one page. When we keep continuing, it will also show you second page which one, third page is which one, from which place to which place, from which cell to which cell, how much will be printed, these details you can see. So now let's go for this normal. Okay, we are going for normal page. The same option you can also see in view tab, normal view, page break, then page layout. So all these things you can see here also. Okay, now first step we will come for this font group. So I'm going to give here the clipboard, the clipboard group. So here what we have three options. So most probably you will be knowing these options. So you can tell me what is the shortcut key used for cut.
Control
Girls, please
X,
respond me. Very good. Control X. Then to copy.
Control C,
Yes. Control C. Then to paste.
Control V.
Very good. Now can you please tell me what is the difference between the cut and copy? You can tell me what will happen when I'm
Cut
using
is
copy
like,
and hmm,
sorry, cut is like a backspace. We delete the entire content. And
hmm,
copy is when we're copying and the original data will also stay somewhere. And when we paste it, there will be made a copy of the original data.
good. So Nehal, right? Correct. So when
Yes, ma'am.
I'm making this copy, so copy Control C, it is in original place. Say I'm selecting this Control C, it is in original place, and I'm going to paste it here Control V. It is also appearing here. So that means it is in original place as well as in the pasted location. But when I remove it, when I'm going to remove it, so then if in case I don't want the content here, I want to put it into some other place, we will use cut, Control X. Then I want it here, then I will put it here, Control V. That is paste. So paste is common option whenever we cut or we copy. Okay, clipboard group. Next one. Next option what we will do is we have something here, format painter. Can someone say me what is format painter is used for? If you have tried it, Yes. Okay. So format painter in the sense, suppose I have I'm going to type something here. So let's take here, I'll put it here. I'm going to take here as font group. Font group. To this font group, if you see by default the default style is Calibri. I'm going to change this to Algerian. Then after changing this to Algerian, I'm going to change the font size to 14. After changing to 14, I'll make this dark, that is bold.
Excuse me,
Then
ma'am.
background color, Yama.
Ma'am, your screen
Ma'am,
is
your
not
screen is not displayed. Yeah.
Okay, might be when I'm switching the screen, this is getting disconnected. I'm reconnecting once again. I'm connecting it again. Don't worry.
Okay, ma'am.
Ah, this is taking too much time. Is it visible now?
Oh, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
But here it displays as a shade. How about now?
No,
I'm
ma'am.
going to Excel sheet. Can you see this?
No, no, ma'am.
You are not able to see.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are means you are able to see or you are not able to see.
We are
Able
not
to
able
see.
to
We are
see,
able
ma'am.
to see.
Okay, see, few are saying able to see and few are saying not able to see. Those who are saying not able to see, please check your internet connectivity, because even I find here the like the screen has been shared. How many of you are not getting the screen? See, I'm into the Excel screen. So here the ants which I see here is almost most of them says that they are not able to see, isn't it? So seven counts. So all the seven counts is saying that you cannot see. Okay, eight.
Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
So other than this eight, every others can see the screen. Okay, let me take now. Uh, Dhanalakshmi. Dhanalakshmi, are you saying something to me? Do you have anything to say?
No, ma'am.
It's visible now, ma'am, to me.
Is it visible? Might be slow
It's visible,
connectivity, ma.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. Fine. So then we will continue. If there is any problem, please do let me know, okay? So see what I did is I changed the font style to Algerian, changed the font size to 14, made it bold, and I'm going to change the font color to this dark red. Now, whatever I have done here, the formatting, the font style, size, bold, and color, all these things I have to apply here also. But I don't want the words to be copied. I only want the effects to be copied. For that, copy the format painter. Okay, go for this clipboard and I'll double click. Now it has been applied, right? So font group and clipboard. See, I just use the same thing. I just copied it and pasted here. Suppose I'm again copying this format painter and I'll apply here. So it is working. See, however you want, whichever the headings you want, you can format the painter, apply to whichever the place. So it will be applied the place wherever you are going to use this. So format painter, see, the format painter is used to copy or apply the content or the formatting whatever you have done to the another one. Okay, so we have something called as copy format painter, copy frame format painter and paste format painter. So if you ask me, is there a shortcut key for this copy and paste format painter? In Excel, we do not have. Okay, in Excel the copy and paste format doesn't support in Excel, but I mean the shortcut key is not supported, but you have a option, in other places where you will be using. For Excel we do not have a shortcut key for copy format painter and paste format painter. You just need to use your mouse. So what this will do is, this will help you in copying the formats, formatting in the sense all the text related, like size, for style, anything you have done, those things will be copied. Okay, next we will go for the next step. Here what we have is format painter, and before I go for format group, there is something called here as paste special. If you see this, see, when I'm copying something, when I'm copying this copy, and here there are certain options, these all are called as paste special. All this are called as paste special. Okay, so let me first finish this font group, then I'll explain you about the paste special. Okay, so font group. So what is there in this font group? We will see this. In the font group, first one is font style. Font style, this by default you will be having here as Calibri. And the size, font size, the font size by default it will be 11, and then the minimum size which is supported is 8, and then again later we have a maximum size. Maximum font size is going to be a 72. Then here is a question like can we reduce more than 8 size, or can we increase more than 72 size? Yes, see, suppose I want to increase the size, I have an option here 8, I have an option here as 72. You can click on this. If I click on this plus, see, there is another option to reduce the font size, to increase the font size. As many times you increase, it will stop at 72. If you decrease, it will stop at 8. It will not move further. Okay, whether you increase or decrease, it will not make more than that. So what if I want more changes? Suppose I want it in size 5, so I can type it the size here. If I want the font size 100, I can type it here, it will give me. But when I'm using this minimize and maximize, it will stop to the limit that has been given. It will not increase or decrease more than what has been specified here. So you can choose whichever the size you want to apply for. Okay, so I am using here 14, let it be the 14 itself. Okay, in case if you want, you have to put it manually. Then next one what we have here is, see, this is for increasing font
Excuse me,
size,
ma'am.
and it is, yes ma.
Ma'am, whatever you're doing is not being seen in the screen, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not audible also,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
You're not audible also.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm sharing the screen again. Um, okay, girls, please be online. Okay, I'm just changing my network. Okay, let me switch it.
Okay.
How about now? Can you see my screen?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So let's continue then. So I'm doing this again. So okay, will you be able to see till format painter?
Not really, ma'am.
Okay, let me do once again in that case. Okay, so say I'm going to change this. So this here, I'm going to change the style. I'll take here the font style to be mm, okay, black color ITC. So okay, this doesn't look good. Yeah. So I'll take here brush script, and this I will increase the font size 16, or we will take some other things. I'll take it as century. I'm taking a century bold, and then I'll also make italic. Then I will change the font size to 16 and background color to some other color. Suppose I'm taking this to this dark yellow. Okay, I'm changing the font color to the dark yellow. Okay, golden accent, so that is yellow color I'm using this. So after changing this, now this formatting I want to apply for all the headings. You can click on this format painter, and whichever place you want to apply, you can double click on that, so automatically it will change. Now again I want to change this, copy paste it. So format painter, again click on the format painter, apply on the clipboard, click on the format painter, click on this one. So automatically whatever the headings you will be choosing, for that it will be applied, right? I'm just choosing this format painter, apply this. So you can see whenever you will be clicking here, if I use this format painter, you can see one brush sign also. So whichever you will be clicking on the cell, on that cell, these options will be applied. So I'm using this format painter. And then whichever the cell you will go, by default, the font style will be Calibri. If you want to change to any other font style, you can change. And the minimum font size is 8, maximum font size is 72. Okay, whichever the size you want to do, you can do. By default it will be 11, and if you're increasing or decreasing, you can change here. So there is another two options which is given here is increase font size, decrease font size. If you click on this, this will increase the font size. If you click on this, it will decrease the font size. But see, when I'm increasing, this will increase up to the extent 72, and after that it will not increase. If as many times I click also, it will not do. And same thing if I'm decreasing, if you keep clicking here, what will happen? It will reduce. It will reduce only till 8. But again, it is not crossing beyond that. So if you want less than 8 or more than 72, you have to type manually. So I'm giving 5, or if I'm giving the font size here as 1, okay, or if I'm giving here as 100, anything I give, you have to give it manually, other than the font size which is not available, which is not available, for that you will be using. So, and there is no shortcut key for increase and decreasing font size in an Excel. So next what you have is bold. So hopefully you will be semi bold, going this and shortcut keys. Can someone underline? Can someone say me the shortcut key? Am I audible? Girls?
Please control U
Am-
for underline.
Okay. So let's go here. So bold. Bold is control E. To edit this, I'm using function 2, that is F2. Then italic, control I, underline, control U. And see, in this control U, if I'm using control V, control I, control U, you can find here there is one drop down, right? You have one of the drop down here. If you click on this, you will find underline, double underline. Okay, so if you're underlining here, this is only one single underline. If I need two lines, I can use double underline. Okay, so here I take here, let me just adjust the size. Then can you see here, there is two underline. Okay, if you are using only control U, it will give you one single underline. If you click on this drop down and you take it as double underline, then this will come. Okay, there is no shortcut key for double underline as well. Then this is for highlighting colors, this is for text color, this we have done. So any questions still here? Anybody has a questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Then let's go for the next one. So I have to tell you about the pay special concept. So you will be trying this along with me. Okay, I'm just taking the names. Take some names here, any 5 names. I'm giving the names here. Shruti, Rita, Sadia, then, okay, Kushbu. 4 names, I'll take one more. Esther. So I've taken some names. I've taken some names. Then I'm just taking here as academic year 1, academic year 2, academic year 3. That's all. Okay, now you can give any values, but let me tell you how, like when we usually when we teach or when we want random number from this number to that number, it can be any numbers, then you can use this option. There is 2 formulas. One is called as rand. What this rand will give you, it will give you in numbers between 0 and 1. 0 and 1 numbers will be given. Say example, I'll use here equals to rand, you can see here, returns a random numbers greater than or equals to 0 or less than 1, even evenly distributed, changes on recalculation. Bracket, close the bracket, enter. I got some value. So how much value I will need, I can just click drag down, drag on the other side. So vertically or horizontally, this is giving you some value, right? Now, next one, I have something. See, observe the changes now. I'm typing here as rand between, then I press enter. See, automatically this value keeps changing. So what this rand between will do is, it will give you a numbers. It will give you a numbers between the range, right? Between range, whatever the range you will be specifying, between that range it will give you. Suppose I want any number, example, I am asking it provide the number. Okay, provide numbers from between, or you can say it as between also, not from, between we can take. So between, when I'm saying here, I need the numbers between 30 to 60. So this numbers it will be providing. So whenever you keep pressing enter, these numbers will keep on changing. Say example, now I'll use this rand between also, equals to rand between. So if you see here, returns a random number between the number you specify. So I'm taking here rand between. I need a number between 30 to 60. 30 to 60. Close the bracket, enter. See, I got this number. As many times I press enter or I click drag, and to some extent, these numbers will keep on changing. You can try this rand and rand between options. I'll give you 2 minutes. You can try this.
Okay, ma'am.
Have you done it? Yes? No? Say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now see, here I have given a names academic year 1, 2, 3. Now what we will do here is, I will give here equals to rand, rand between same number 30 comma 60, close the bracket, enter. I'll drag this till the last student again for all the 3 academic year. Okay. Now what I want to do is, I want to copy this. I have to copy this, Control C, and I'll paste it here. When I paste this, always, since I'm pasting or making entering in some other cell, the values keeps changing. So I don't want the values to change. I don't want this numbers to change. Say again, I'm showing you. I'm copying this. See the first cell academic year. It says 56. 56 as value. I'm copying this and I'm pasting here. As soon as I paste here also value change. Here also value change. I don't want this to happen. I want the same number so that I can apply some other formulas or I can practice something. I can do something in that case. So what I'm going to do, I'll copy this. Copy. Now, and one more thing before copying, if you see each and every cell when I am selecting here, you can see the formula. Whatever the formulas that has been used in each and every cell. So if I want to keep this as it is without changing a number, first copy. Where you have to paste it, just choose a location. From the paste drop down, you have an option here, paste values. Paste values, if you see there is an option as values. If you click on this, it will be pasted as value. Now see, there is no formulas in your formula bar. It is only a value. Again, let's test this. I'll copy this and I'm pasting here. What happened? The values didn't change at all. It is same as the previous place where whatever the value it was available. Got it?
Yes,
Try
ma'am.
this. Try this. Then and there you can try. So I'll be showing the other options also. Okay, so now what we will do, we will try the next step. Okay, now I will create this as a table since I only taught you how to give a name for a range. Now we will make this as a table. So after selecting, you have an option in a insert as a table. You can use this. If not, you can also use the shortcut key Control T. Control T. If you see here, it says here create table. Create table. So this is a range. You can see this dancing lines, and it also says my table as a headers. If this is given, then headers table headers will be changed. So I'll click on this. Okay. Now header, see with the filters you're getting, you got one more tab here as table design, and whichever the coloring formats you have to choose for your table designs, you can choose the color. Okay, choose whichever the color you feel convenient or whichever you like, you can go for that. Okay, you have a three kind of themes: light, medium, as well as dark. So whichever you want, those things you can see this dark theme will look like this. Okay, let me choose this dark one itself. I'll show you some difference. Can you see here there are something banded rows? If I remove this, everything becomes one color. If I give this, it is dark. Okay, now again I'm choosing here this light color. See the difference now, banded rows. Okay, again I'm choosing this medium, banded rows. See, alternative is having a color. Again I'll go for this. I'll remove this banded rows. I can choose banded columns. Alternative columns will get highlighted. If you want the total, so only for the last value it will change, but not for this. Headers row, if you want to display or hide it. First column to be given a bold or highlighted, then you will use this. Filter button if you want, or if you want to remove it, that also you can do. So now I don't want this banded rows, let me remove it. So I just created a table. Now when I created a table, by default it has taken a name as table 1. So I will give you here as student assessment result or marks. Okay, let me give you as mark list. I'll give you as marks underscore list. This name I'm giving. Fine. So see here, now I'll go for this close. So it is going for the close place. If I'm going for maximize, if I'm going for minimize, if I'm going for font group, if I'm going for marks list. So wherever we have given a name to that place, automatically it will show you by selecting those range. Okay, I've selected here as marks list. So this is showing me. Any questions in this?
No, ma'am.
Anybody has a questions? Okay, take a break
No.
for 5 minutes. I'll just get back. Okay, let's have a break for 5 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, fine. So let's end the break. Now we'll continue. So do you have any questions? So till now, whatever we have done. Excuse me.
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see about the other pay special formats. I'll be explaining you the one which is important, not the entire pay special. So those things you can practice. So now I've done this table. Table has been pasted as a values. Okay. Now again I'm copying this. Okay, I'll paste it here. But see the option when I'm using here, when I'm using without borders. Say without borders actually will work when it is not in a table format. I'm selecting this range and I'm giving here as all borders, and outside I will give a thick border. See, outside it is a dark and inside it is having a thin lines. I am copying this and I'll paste it here saying that no borders. No borders. So this is one option. Okay. Again, I'll copy the same thing. See the difference? I'm pasting here. I'm pasting here. Now what happened? The same width is being taken. Now what I will do, I will go for this after selecting this under this format. See, I just need to adjust like this, how much space is required for each and every row instead of me manually doing clicking, dragging and the lines. So what I do is I'll just select the range, go for this format. I have an option here as auto fit column width. So automatically it will adjust the space. So first method, when I copy this and paste it, when I paste it, it is not adjusting the space. I want how much space is used here, the same space to be used when I'm pasting. So what I'll do, I'll copy this and I'm going to paste here. Before pasting, I have an option here as keep the source column width. Keep the source column width. Now see, it is automatically adjusting, but when you copy paste it, it will not adjust, right? When I'm copying this, though I have given some formatting, I'm copy pasting, the place is not been adjusted. Whereas the same thing when I'm copying this with the formatting space, copy, and I'm pasting here, saying that keep the source formatting. So how did I adjust the space? I've selected the range. When for this format, you have an option here as auto fit column width. Click on this. So automatically the column width is been adjusted, right? This is how you will do. So the two methods. So we have done three methods. One is paste as a value. Second one with no borders with this option. The next one is keeping the source formatting. The next option for pasting, we will see this. Say this is the one option I have. I'm copying this and pasting. No changes. But what I want here is when I paste this, when I copy this and I'm pasting here, I want the headings to be reversed. The rows should convert into the columns and columns to be converted into rows. So what I will do, I will copy this and I want to paste it here. I'll choose the option here as transpose. If you see this, there is an option called as transpose. Since this is a table, so we do not have an option here as transpose. So I will take the one which I have it in a normal format, copy this. So for your understanding, there is already one table here. I am just reversing it. I have to paste it here. I'll use here transpose. Can you see? Transpose. Rows is becoming into a columns. Columns are getting converted into rows. Now I'm copying this. Again, I will use the transpose. Transpose. Now what has happened? Again, the rows is becoming into column and columns is becoming into rows. So these are the methods which we have seen. So let me put it here. We have seen here the paste special. Paste special. First one, the normal copy paste we have seen. After normal paste, so we have seen as paste as values, paste without borders, then paste with source formatting. formatting, that means keeping a width. So did we do this? Copy. So keep source column width. Sorry, I made a mistake. Keep source column width. This we have seen. Then the next one is transpose. Paste as transpose. Transpose, the one which you convert into rows and columns into rows. I'll copy this formatting and apply here. This is done. This is what we have seen. We will see the other pasting method. Okay, so for this, just take this table and let me format something here. I'll take this all borders, fine. I'm giving here thick border outside. For each and every rows also, I'll be giving this thick borders like entire column. Then for this headings also, I'll select this thick border outside. Now next one, I'll select this names. For this names, I'll make this dark red. Okay, dark red, make it bold. And this field heading, I'll change to the some other background color. I'll change the background color black and font color as white, make this bold. Okay, this is what I have done. Just observe this. Now I want to copy this and I have to paste it, but when I'm pasting, I want it as an image. When I'm pasting, I need it as an image. So I want it here. You can click this. You have an option here as picture. So see, picture format option also you got. If you want to change the format, framing, however you want to change this, you can choose from this framing. So which format you like, that you can take. If you want to rotate it, you can rotate also. If you want to increase the size, you can increase the size. So picture format.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Now this doesn't, yes ma,
Ma'am, whatever you're
tell
doing,
me.
it's not displaying properly, ma'am. It's getting too late to display, ma'am, and we're not able to see it.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is taking too much time to display.
Yes, ma'am, from the starting when you started till now, it's not displaying properly, ma'am, and we're not able to grab you.
Fine then. So what I'll do is, let me, so it's already almost another 10 minutes itself is there. If I repeat again, it will be confusing for you. So let's wind up the batch for now. Okay. Tomorrow I'll make sure there won't be any internet fluctuation or any issues so that we will have a proper session. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
And sorry for the inconvenience what has happened today. We will have a proper session tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine, ma'am. So whichever you were able to hear or whatever it is, even then, if you just refer the like videos which will be shared to you tomorrow, refer that. In case if the videos is clear, fine. If even the videos if you are not getting clearly, then I'll cover those things. I'll start the page special again from the beginning in tomorrow's session.
Okay.
Fine,
Okay, ma'am.
fine, girls. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. No problem.